like a Hellcat.
Hey friends, getting my breakfast going right now. Been up for a couple hours, but was hoping the wife get the kids out the door this morning, so now I can get my breakfast going. So got, same as always, got my bacon, but I got the big pack. This is 3 pounds instead of the 1.5 pack. I'll be doing 4 slices of this here. Maybe. So I got the majority of the day to myself today. I think the wife said she gets out at 2:30, so I'll have her home for a little bit, and then we'll either her or I or together we'll go get the kids picked up at 4. But so my plans today is to edit the video that you would have seen yesterday, and record a couple of videos for Tuesday and Wednesday, this being one of them. This will probably be the Tuesday video. Work on the yard, get a workout in, then maybe make a trip to the dump to get some stuff out of my garage. That's it. That's my day today. Maybe get a nap. We'll see how it goes. So I'll get my breakfast going and move on to whatever is next. Alright, so I'm down in the basement. Apologize, got a fan running down here. Got a little bit of a water issue going on that I gotta get taken care of. But yeah, got the video up that hopefully you guys saw already yesterday. Working on that right now. I'm trying to decide if I want to put music to it or leave all the sound up. And then if I do that, it's just gonna be pretty plain and dry. So thinking about doing that kind of so you can hear like reactions and the kids laughing and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna watch it. It's about, let's see, 9.5 minutes long, so not too bad. I'm not gonna like take a lot of time and trim it down and stuff like that unless it absolutely needs it. But I mean, you guys have already seen it by now anyway. So yeah, I'll show you my setup here. I know I've shown it before. All right, so here we got my laptop. I got my external hard drive plugged in on this side, and then over on this side I got this little multi-adapter where I can plug more USBs in. Memory card reader. It's got 4 different types of memory cards. It can read a regular SD, micro SD, old USD card, not USD, old SD cards. There we go. PlayStation over here. Receipt for gas station from the other day. An empty Coke Zero from the other day. And then got Lori on up there. So you don't look that bad, Lori. It's just my TV. I promise. It's an old LCD TV. So, but it's got a HDMI, so I can plug HDMI into the side of my laptop, and then I can watch videos while I edit, and then I can watch my videos on full TV screen up there also. So yeah, that TV is probably 15 years old. No, not quite 15 years old. I bought it after I moved out of my parents' house and was living on my own, so it's probably at least 10 years old. 10, 12, at least 12 years old. So I moved out on my own when I was about 19. So I had a TV for a little bit, and that one took a crap, so I went and bought this one. It's a 32-inch LCD, and it was like, at the time it was like $300, which was a lot of money for someone living out on their own. You know, I made that like a week, so yeah, I'm not letting it go anytime soon. But it's my gaming TV now, so yeah. All right, yeah, 10:30. Gonna work on this video, watch it through, and then get going outside. All right, so let's see. It's after 2 now, I believe. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock right now. I've just been, I don't know. I got upstairs from the basement, and my chair I got downstairs is broke. So when I'm sitting in it, I'm like leaning to the side, and then it was absolutely freezing downstairs, and I had a fan blowing on me. We got water coming into our basement from somewhere, and it's getting all over the place. And an area where it's kind of pooling is right at my desk. So I had the fan blowing there to try and dry some of that up. And I open up the windows down. There's 2 windows right where I sit at. I open up both of those just to push the air out somewhere. And I got freezing cold, so I went and sat in the bathtub basically for a while. And when I got out of the bathtub, my back was locking up, so I went and laid in bed. I actually took a nap for half an hour. And then laid in bed for another half an hour after that, contemplating life. No, not really. Contemplating what I was going to do the rest of the day. And my goal was to get these leaf piles picked up today, which I don't know if it's going to happen or not, and to test my max bench and overhead press for my program, which I don't like doing max bench or heavy bench at all out in my garage just because I have no safeties. I'll show you in just a minute. And yeah, so the other day I actually found let's see if I can step my arm out, my BMG shirt. So I throw that, my All Heart BMG shirt on, armed in All Heart. So yeah, that on. I'm gonna have to go armed in All Heart to really push myself to get this shat done today. So yeah, cracked open an energy drink to try and get a little bit of energy into me. And yeah, my deadlift plates are still on the bar from the other day. Bubblies are kicking in. All right, let me show you this. So this is my squat rack. Okay, it's homemade. It cost me $200, which I definitely overpaid for several years ago when I was trying to be in a hurry just to get stuff, and you know, there wasn't really a lot of places online to buy anything yet, right? So it's got 3 different heights where you can set the bar up to squat. It does have one safety down here, which is about my max depth of where I would like to go. Anyways, majority of the time I'm hitting on the plates or something before I get that low. So there is spots where you can do bench right here. I don't use it because with my bench it's actually really hard for me to get underneath the bar. So if I'm going to bench there are no safeties out here. I mean, I could buy safety stands, but why when I could eventually get a decent rack? It's just a waste of money right now. Or what I've been doing is benching on this rack at those bottom pins right there. It's about the perfect height. It's almost a full lockout, so all I have to do is barely come off those pins, and I'm at my starting position. Now, same thing. There are no safeties. There are no pins below that to catch it. Like these have the pins here, and then the pins were right where that lockjaw is at there. Where if I did fail, I could at least set it on that if I can't get to a lockout. This doesn't have that. I could put those pins down lower to do the same thing, but this rack is on an angle, as you can see. So if I move a pin down, say there, it's going to be in my way when I come down. I've had it set up there before. I think the last time or the time before when they benched, and it's just in the way. So I'm definitely in the need for a decent rack, but for what I'm looking to get, it's going to cost me a pretty good penny. I want something that's going to last me a very long time, something like what Christian has at his place. And Christian, you know how much that cost you, so we won't even get into that. Yeah, for right now, I just have to deal with what I have, and I don't have somebody close enough to come train with me all the time, like I would like, you know. So I just gotta deal with what I got here. So it's unfortunate, but adapt and overcome. And it's actually got nice out today. The sun finally came out. The whole time yesterday in that video that I posted today, it was not nice out. It was warm out, the warmest day we've had of the year, but the sun wasn't out at all, which was nice to be outside. And there was a little bit of a breeze, but the sun's out. It's quite bright out, and it's mid 60s. It's finally getting warm. Can't complain at all. All right, so still warming up my overhead press here. Did the bar, put a 25 on each side. Just a 95, 45, 95. I got 135 on there now. Gonna hit that for a double or so. Just warming up for the hit a big number. Probably standard bar, mid 200s. We'll see. We'll see. So the shirt from Brant, you know, it's a little tight on me. My belly might hang out a little bit. But you know, he asked me what size I wore. I said a large, and all he had was medium, so he sent me a medium. So 2. Last one was 185. We have 225 on here now. Just had these on for a minute, so I'm gonna get the blood back in my hands for a sec. I gotta force my brain to only do one rep on the rest of the way out here. So we'll do 225, see how that feels. Go up. $250. All right, so last one right here. 250 went up really good. The hardest part is like, I don't know, bringing it back down maybe, unracking it. So I'm gonna try 275. I think the press should be pretty easy. I say that, but we'll find out here in a minute. But I feel like unracking and then bringing it back down is gonna be the toughest part. The area where I'm actually pressing is fairly tight. If you see or not see at that light right there, and then the overhead for the pull down pulley are probably 1.5 feet from each other. So that's my pressing area right there. The plates are out wider than both of those, so I do have stuff eventually to get these cords up out of the way, and I can always move that light too. I just like to have, I got, you know, this light here and a light on the other side, but I like to have some decent light right over top of where I'm filming at. I do have the overhead door open and the side door open today to let a lot of natural light in, but it's not always light out when I'm out here, and it's not always nice out. I'm breaking an actual sweat today. I'm feeling it, so it's nice out. I can't wait to get my garage cleaned up out a little bit, and bring the deadlift frame outside and get the yoke out. Start doing farmers up and down the driveway. Gonna be a good summer. I'm ready for it. So I don't know, winter just gets depressing nowadays, so time to move to Florida during the winter, I guess. My camera actually fogging up. There's that from the light. All right, finish catching my breath after that, and we'll get this overhead press in. All right, so 275 felt good, pretty good there. Gonna go ahead and get that all taken off now. Get the bar down with the bench in place and do some benching. Like I said, I'm not gonna go anywhere close to failure like I did on that. Even though that 275 felt decent, it was still, I probably couldn't do 280, 285. That's just with rip straps, belt, and my mouthpiece in, no elbow sleeves for the overhead press. I do feel like elbow sleeves do help, especially the ones I got, just because they are so tight, but they are not fun to put on by yourself, as you can see from my last competition. So yeah, we'll get right into this. All right, I'll kind of warmed up now. Did a bar 95, 135. Gonna throw in some 25s now, hit 185, and then do a bunch of singles after that until I get close to failure. Probably, I don't know, with you RP8 people, it'll probably be RPE. It'll probably be like a 8. I don't know, possibly leave me with like another rep or 2 in the bank. So I'm not a big RPE knower, follower, but I believe that's what it is you basically want to leave your, like 10 is max, 9 is possibly 1, I believe, and then like down from there. So yeah, possibly leave myself with 1 or 2 more reps available in there, or being able to go up a little bit further. So as soon as I hit my max on this, I'll write everything down on the board of what weights I will be hitting the first week of the program for bench, squat, and deadlift. And then everything else built into the program is kind of hitting the numbers that you can do. So yeah, gonna get into a bunch of singles now. Or after. All right, so 250 felt pretty good. Got it set at 275 now. When I got down to the bottom of the 250, sorry, I'm touching my tripod. When I got down to the bottom of the 250, my left elbow hit a 50 pound plate, standard plate that was on the post there. So I took that off now. So rest for another second here and try 275. If this feels easy, the next jump will be 300. And that's probably where I'm going to end it. Just because that's how I feel. I don't know. I don't think I'll go much heavier than 275. So, all right. I didn't record.
Damn.
Oh, I thought I was recording.
I'll vouch for you.
How much was it?
I don't know.
Alright, so I forgot to record on the 275 as the wife was getting here, but I did record the 300, which was not bad. Probably maybe could have gone heavier, but was definitely not going to try it without having a spotter. So I definitely made sure that she was standing out here because she just got home from work. So with all the stuff typed into my program, I got the weights wrote up on the board. I'm not going to be able to do the exact numbers that I have wrote down just because of I'd have to get like change plates and stuff like that and quarter plates. So I'm not going to be purchasing those for this program. It's not cheap, I would assume, to get change plates. I mean, I could always look at it and do it in the future, but not anything I'm going to go ahead and get right now. So for week 1, my safety squat bar is going to be 282.5 for a 5x5. I'll probably do 280 or 285. Standing barbell press is going to be 190 for a 5x5. Snatch grip deficit deadlift 252.5 for a 5x5. And then, like I said, I'm either going to do 250 or 255. And then bench is going to be a 230 for a 5x5. And that does not include all the accessories I will be doing. All 4 of those will be on separate days on their own with accessories built into those exact workouts. All right, so change the shirts. Nothing against you, Brent, but just getting a little sweaty in that one. I gotta go get the kids here in about 15 minutes-ish. So, yeah, that's probably gonna do it for this video. I know it's probably long already. Me kind of bumming around this morning and then the workout. So I'm gonna sit here out in the garage where it's nice, edit for a little bit on this video so I can get it posted up tonight and make it go live tomorrow. So still have to come up with something for Wednesday, because I'm off on Thursday. And then, yeah, I got to record a bunch on Thursday and Friday, so. All right, I don't know what else to say. I've probably already said enough in this video. I appreciate you guys watching. I need to be looking over here, not right there. What is on my finger? Marker. So yeah, I got things all figured out for this program, so we'll get it started on Thursday, Friday. Gotta work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday I'll be back out here again. So I have nothing else. As always, my friends, lift big, eat big, and get big, and we'll catch you back here again soon. Tomorrow.